Aloha, it's Kim Jolene with Finding Your Fiji, and I'm here doing your monthly reading for our Aquarius folks for the month of October 2018. So this month I'm excited because we have a romance reading. So we are going to focus on romance as our aspect for this month. We will get a variety of other information that will come in for you as well as your theme for the month. Too, but the romance is going to be the focus. And then we also will have an animal spirit guide for you for this particular month that's going to help you navigate your month with more ease. So that's really the point of all of these readings that I do, and even the daily angel insight, the little quick nuggets that I provide on a daily basis, is really all about helping you navigate your life with more ease and more grace. I like to say more fun, more joy. We really just want to be in a space of allowing things to be joyful and flowful, right? So we're flowing, full of flow. I love that energy of that phrasing, flowful, even though it's really hard to say, right? So before I jump into the reading, I do just want to share at the end of this video, I am going to reveal my treasure box club. So this is a brand new piece that my guides have brought in, super powerful. Everyone that I've talked to about this said there's so much light around this particular thing that it's kind of got a life of its own. The treasure box is, oh, that's weird, my candle just blew out. I'm gonna just see if I can light that back up. So let me do that while we're here. Sometimes I think I have a fan going, and I think sometimes the fan blows it out. But I kind of like it to be lit while we're doing the reading. So the treasure box, so that's interesting timing too, the treasure box, and then that candle blew out too. So the treasure box has a lot of light around it. It's all about attracting abundance, and it's a super powerful Feng Shui adjustment that we actually do as a group together for 27 days. So it's really super powerful, and I'll be sharing a little bit of information about that at the end of this video. So stay tuned for that. All right, we are going to get started. Your theme for this month is from Archangel Zadkiel, and this is the Balance card. So this is really a great month to bring things into balance. So if things are feeling off kilter, if you're working too much, not playing enough, or vice versa, if you don't have a balance of alone time as well as social time, these are all different things that can need balance in your life this month. But it's also about mental and emotional considerations, so balancing those things as well. And then, you know, there may be some need for cooperation, some need to compromise this month, and that's just going to help things go smoother for you. There's something that I feel like you've been pushing or trying to make happen, and they're like, let go of that. Allow it to happen at the perfect time, right? So we don't want to be trying to force things to happen. We really want to open up to divine timing and to allowing things to unfold and to be taking action at the divine right time, right? So that is what's coming in for you as a theme for this month. Let's see what else we've got going for you. That was funny. They dumped two of them out at once. I feel like you guys need to get some labradorite. They're pointing me to the labradorite. So I have this beautiful labradorite stone here that I'll show you. It's polished on one side and then rough on the other. But the labradorite has properties around clarity and lots of different properties. I don't know all of them off the top of my head. I'm not a crystal expert, but I'm getting that you need some labradorite. So even if you just pick up a labradorite stone, maybe there is some labradorite jewelry. This is not labradorite. This is jade or something else. Not quite sure what that is. But labradorite, I feel like is going to assist you this month and going forward. So they're telling me to share that with you. All right. So we've got a pretty good balance. We've got a couple cards that are Arcana cards, which I always feel like are about shifts and changes in your life, and then you've got a fire card and an air card, so some balance there. The Page of Fire is coming in for you, and fire cards are all about passion and action. I also read this as your reputation, your fame, how you show up in the world, because fire is the element of fame. This is a very creative card, so it definitely is about creativity, ingenuity, bringing those things to the table. The other thing that comes in with this is about like this essence of something new. So it's the essence of a alchemist, right? So that's what I always think of when I see this card. I think of the alchemy, you know, the essence of the alchemist. If you've never read The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, it's a great book, and it's a really good, interesting perspective on creating things in our life, right? So this is about creation as well for you. There may be some sort of new opportunity that comes in for you, something like that this month, and that's going to go well, right? And that'll be something where you've got to bring in your creativity, your originality, yourself into that. And then we've got the Empress, Archangel Gabriel, coming in for you. And this is beautiful because it's all about abundance. I love that one. I was just talking about the treasure box kit, and this is really about lavish abundance, right? And also giving birth to your dreams. So that we are in a 10, we're in October, which is a 10 month, which is a number 1 month. So that is a great time to bring forth, you know, birth new dreams and things coming in. And it is also a beautiful time to nurture yourself, especially because we're having this shift in seasons. We just had the equinox, and we've got this shift in seasons. So it's a really beautiful time to acknowledge yourself and take care of yourself and others. And then we've got the good old 8 of air coming in for you. The air is in your head, right? Head stuff. And this is an illusion of being trapped. So whenever you feel stuck, it's always an illusion. You're never ever stuck. You always have the choice to move. Sometimes we feel stuck if we keep trying to go in a direction and we keep bumping against a wall. Well, when you keep bumping up against a wall, it's a redirection. Like, that's not the direction you're meant to go. Move and go in a different direction. You're not stuck. It's just you're not getting the idea that, hey, this isn't the path. Or maybe this isn't the path of least resistance. Maybe this isn't the path of ease and grace. Maybe the path of ease and grace is over here, and you keep trying to push through this wall. So really, you know, understanding that you have the ability to shift things. So take charge, get that confidence going, right? Take action. This is not a month to sit and do nothing. This is a month to take action. All right, let's see what we got. Your guides are really like forceful there, right? The angels. So let's see what we have going for your romantic relationship this month. Oops. Okay, so we've got the getting to know each other card coming in. So this can be for some of you about a new relationship where you're really just taking the time to get to know one another this month. It can also be if you've been in a relationship for a while, like getting to know your partner better. And oftentimes, like, there's stimulating questions that you can ask. There's all kinds of different little surveys or different things that you can do. You can do the 5 love languages, where you're each filling that out so you can learn more about each other. There's all kinds of different ways to get to know each other. But as you open and be more transparent, more authentic, that gives them the permission to do that as well. So it's a really good thing for you to open up, to allow them to open up. The relationship that you want is worth waiting for. So this is that essentially like big hope card for those of you that are not in a relationship yet, that there's divine timing at work. And so that's interesting too, because you had that come in with a balance card. about waiting for perfect timing. And then here you have it coming in again with the relationship about divine timing being at work, right? And so everything, and I know how it is, like sometimes we do get impatient and we're like, dang, you know, where is this person already? Like, I'm ready. And it really, things have to line up. And so being open to that timing. Also, keeping an open mind about this person, right? About your beloved, because they may not look like or act like what you expect. And so really having that open mind and not being attached to a particular type of person, not being attached to what they look like, right? Different things like that. Yes, we want to have an attraction there. We want to have that that connection and that desire for that person for sure. And they, you know, you may always be attracted to brunettes and this is a redhead, right? I mean, who knows what that is about, but keeping an open mind is the most important part of that. Okay, so then your animal, your guide that is going to be assisting you this month is the dove. I love this one for you because it's all about serenity. This is a reminder to stop, to pause, to breathe, right? It's really this like essence of slowing down is the energy of this. And I feel like I have to think about this. I can't remember if we're coming up on a Mercury retrograde. I feel like we are. I'm just drawing a blank in this moment about it. But retrogrades are slowing down energy, of course. But this is really that message for you to slow down. Take it easy, breathe, right? Like be present in this moment. So good. So good. If you are new to me, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so that you get notified when I post new videos. I do these monthly readings for all the zodiac signs. I do a daily little mini reading that's less than 5 minutes long. Great way to start your day. It gives you a positive message as well as an affirmation. And then I also do Feng Shui Fridays. So this is Feng Shui tips. Feng Shui is ancient. It's 6,000-year-old practice that's been proven to work to help bring more harmony and balance into your life and to help shift some of the things that may be not going the way that you want them to go. So it's a really beautiful thing, and I've got lots of amazing videos that give you really quick, actionable tips for you to take. The one that I just did the end of September is Feng Shui for cars. So that's really kind of fun to learn a little bit more about the energy of your car and what that can be telling you and all of that kind of stuff. So stay tuned for the information on the treasure box kit. Hope you're joining me there. All details and descriptions and all kinds of juicy goodness are below. If you're new to me and are interested in a reading, you can save 20% with the coupon code ANGEL20. Again, links are below. Have an amazing rest of your month. Much love and aloha. Aloha, it's Kim Jolene with Finding Your Fiji, and I'm here today to share with you a little bit more about my Treasure Box Club, which is brand new. And the Treasure Box is actually based on a super powerful Feng Shui adjustment called the Treasure Box that is a way to help you attract and bring in more abundance into your life. And the idea around this is, you know, essentially it's based in Feng Shui, right? And Feng Shui is a 6,000-year-old art and science that's based on the principle that your space or your environment reflects and affects your life and what's happening in your life circumstances, right? So Feng Shui improves your life by balancing the energy in your space and creating an environment that energetically supports the things that you want to be, do, and have in your life. So very subtle shifts, subtle changes make a big impact in what's happening in your life. So oftentimes there's things that are impacting your life, and they are impacting you from your environment, and you have no idea about that, right? So the really idea behind all the videos that I shoot, and even this treasure box one that I'm sharing with you, is really just to get you thinking about your environment and how it might be impacting you or impacting your life. And of course, to provide solutions for how you can make shifts in your environment to positively impact your life. So, the Treasure Box Club. What is the Treasure Box Club all about? I'm super excited about it because it's really a fun thing for me. I have created treasure box kits for a number of years, and when I moved to Maui, I stopped selling those just because it was like I was just not sure about the shipping and all of that kind of stuff, and I hadn't bought everything that needed to go into the kits, because there's very specific things that go into the kits, right? So the treasure box, again, is a very powerful Feng Shui adjustment. And it's something that we conduct for 27 days in a row. And that's part of the power of it, is this building upon it day after day after day, okay? So the items that you actually need for the treasure box, I'm going to show you what those are today, and then I'm also going to share with you a little bit more about what the Treasure Box Club is about. So the items that you need to actually do the treasure box adjustment, or to create your quote-unquote treasure box, you need a piggy bank. So I've got these cute, adorable little piggies with the green snouts. I chose the green because, of course, green, oftentimes means money for people. So these adorable little piggy banks, that is the first thing that you need. You need a red cloth. So these are red cloths that are included in the kit. And then you need a new black pen, and a mirror. This one happens to be, I believe it's 6-inch diameter. So a mirror is needed for the adjustment. And then red paper is the other thing that is needed for the adjustment. So these are the basic things that we need to actually do the adjustment. But when you join the club, the Treasure Box Club, it's so much more than just what's included in the kit. You get everything that is required to do the adjustment, including a little scroll that has all the instructions in it and ideas and tips for being successful with it. So you get all of that with the Treasure Box Club. But the club is more than that, because it's really about having the support to successfully complete the adjustment, right? And it's also about receiving sort of things along the way that will help shift you mentally towards more abundance and to attract more abundance that way as well. So it includes a number of different things. We have a private Facebook group. So when you join the Treasure Box Club, you will be in the private Facebook group. And it also includes, so in that group, it's not just a it's not just a community, although the community aspect of it is really important, but it's also about giving you that support. So if you have questions, you're able to post them in there and I'm able to answer them. Also, it's about celebrating the successes, because when we celebrate our success, so when you actually post about your success or the abundance that you're attracting in, it actually expands it. And when you read other people's posts, it also raises your vibration and your attraction point. So doing this in a group format is so super powerful. I just can't even share with you enough how powerful it is to do it in a group setting, because again, it's magnified. Your efforts in attracting more abundance are magnified by everyone else in the group. So flippin' cool. I love that aspect of it. Super cool. So, but the club, of course, is about more than that. So when you join the club, you get everything that I talked about here, but you also are getting within, and it comes in, I have to show you this because it's super cute. It all comes to you in a purple box. So this is the box that you'll receive when you order your treasure box kit. And the box is purple because purple is the color for the wealth sector in our Feng Shui Bagua. So you see that right here. Wealth is purple. So that is specifically why I chose the color purple for the boxes as well. And then with that box, you also get an angel that's going to be there for you on your journey. So I have a bunch of different archangels and their invocations, and so it's really a random thing, but always perfect, right? Just like with the cards, is that you will receive the angel that most wants to work with you throughout the process, and that angel is going to stay with you. So you'll have an invocation, you'll have a picture of the angel and the angel's message to go along with you on the journey, as well as an abundance invocation. So that invocation is something that it will be on a little, like a business card size, that you can carry with you. And anytime you're wanting, like standing in line at the grocery store, you can read it. If you're, waiting at a stoplight, you can read it. These are things that you can do to boost the energy and your abundance attraction factor, which I like to call it. I love that phrasing that they just brought in, abundance attraction factor. Can't say it too many times fast, but it is super powerful. So the box contains all of that. You get all of that. One lucky person in each group that I send out. So when I do the group format, which I'm going to be offering twice a year, this time around it's going to be October and then February. So the very first one, the focus group that I'm doing, is October. But in each of these like batches that I'm doing with the group format, one of them will contain this red envelope. So this beautiful red envelope. This red envelope contains a gift certificate for a free 30-minute reading with me, a private reading, and that is worth $99. So right away, someone is going to have that abundance coming into them immediately, right? So that is a cool thing. So when you get your box, look for that if you are part of one of the groups. Okay. Let's see what else I need to share. So what else does the Treasure Box Club, do for you? What else do you get? So I'm creating wealth affirmations for every single day. So for 27 days, you'll have a wealth affirmation that you can work with for that particular day while we're doing the adjustment. I will also have a wealth or abundance meditation. So this is something that I'm going to be channeling, and this will be a downloadable item for you where you'll be able to download this meditation and keep it forever and keep working with it, right? But really beautiful energy to work with that meditation on a daily or however often you feel like doing it during the time that you're doing the treasure box adjustment, right? So that is also included. I'm also including 2 Facebook Live sessions for the groups. So one will be before we actually start the adjustment, so I can share with you a little bit more of the details about it and show you how to set it up. And then I will do one midstream that will just do kind of a check-in and how are things going, what questions do you have, what else is coming up for you. And you'll always still be able to ask questions in the Facebook group as well. But I just like the idea of doing that touch point in between time. And then the beautiful part about this also is that I am going to offer, for those of you in the group setting, I'm going to offer a text reminder on a daily basis. So this will be a text that will come to you reminding you to collect your coins, which is part of the process, and then also will contain that wealth affirmation for the day. So beautiful way to just have that reminder popping in for you on a daily basis. So that is something else that I'm offering with the group aspect of things. And then the beautiful thing about this is once you have the kit, you'll remain in the Treasure Box Club throughout, and when I do new groups, you can actually participate in the new groups as well. So that is something that is really a beautiful bonus, because that means that if you wanted to do the Treasure Box a couple times a year, you could do that, because you'll have everything that you need. You will have to get a new pen each time, because it does require a new black pen each time that you do it. So that is a pretty simple, easy thing, very accessible for you to get. And then I am including extra red paper in your kit, but that's something if you do it, you know, year after year, you might have to buy some red paper. So those would be the only things that you might have to do. So that is what the Treasure Box is about. Super powerful Feng Shui adjustment. And I do just want to share something that one of my clients that went through this said to me about it. And her take on it was she understood, or she came to realize by doing the Treasure Box adjustment, that she needed to get out of her house to attract more abundance. So that was an interesting dynamic, because lots of times with technology now and everybody's online, we tend to stay home more, right, than getting out. And this required her to get out of the house more, which drew more energy to her, right, and more abundance to her. And the other aspect of the Treasure Box is that you are collecting coins on a daily basis, which means that you're needing to use cash. And so many people now are just using their debit cards or credit cards for everything, that they're not really getting the feel of using cash. So this adjustment requires that you use cash, because you've got to get coins on a daily basis. So even if you're just using like $1 a day, you still have to have cash and be using some cash. And so it's a really beautiful energy to actually feel money again, because there's so much that we don't feel money around, right? And then I'll have some other tips and tricks along the way, some other practices that will help boost the energy of abundance, as well as additional Feng Shui tips for abundance. So specific things that you can do within your home to raise the energy of your wealth attraction factor in your space and thus in your life. So lots of juicy goodness with this. I hope that you join us. It's going to be super fun. Super high vibe, and really will help you bring in more abundance into your life. And abundance can come in so many different ways. That's the other piece of it too. It's not just about the money. Abundance comes in many, many forms. Abundance of friends, abundance of love, abundance of time. There's so many other different ways that this abundance can show up for you. So super excited for you to join us. And all of the links and information are below if you're watching this on YouTube. Otherwise, if you're watching this on my website, then the information is contained within this page. Have an amazing, amazing day. Hope to see you soon. Aloha.